everyone. Welcome to another episode of Simply Nerdy. I'm your host, Steven. I'm joined today by the usual panel. Lisa is going to lead us out on the Palworld. She's played probably more of it than I have. I've played it on Game Pass. I've enjoyed what I've played. I've crafted 2 things. I mean, I haven't done... Wow. Just saying, busy professional. So, Lisa, let's hear your thoughts of Palworld so far. Go ahead.
Cool. Well, I haven't gotten super far because I just bought it earlier today. However, I played it over lunchtime and I have been playing it since then, which is why Anthony had to text me the alphabet to get me here because I got distracted. I guess, I don't know. So I haven't, like I said, I haven't gotten very far, but I can say that I have enjoyed what I've played. If I were to say there's something that I struggle with, it's the whole, let's go hunt a pal to get meat. And I'm like, oh. But
hey, you've at least crafted 2 things, so you're farther.
And I actually have workers at my base. So I guess to kind of give my basic vibe that could kind of sum up everything, it's that it is kind of, so people have been saying this, but it's kind of what I wish Pokemon was, or that Pokemon was slightly more like this. Because
you're there first.
I mean, other people have been saying that, but it's. I mean, okay, so I haven't played the most recent Pokemon, but I like that your character has more utility than being a Pokemon box that is mobile. Because your character can set up jobs for your pals to do, and your character can
eat your pals.
I don't do that.
I'm just kidding. It's like, keep going.
I eat random pals that I find, and I'm like, I'm sorry, man, but I need some chicken. Anyway, I like that there's classic survival stuff going on, so that you have more to do than get pal, fight other pal with pal, and then fight other guy with pal that you got for different pal. Okay, so I have to admit, this is gonna make me sound like I'm really against Pokemon. My issue is, I really like the idea of catching cool monsters and doing stuff with the monsters, but when it's just fight other monsters or maybe do a little mini game where you give them a berry, it starts to grow old for me really fast. And I won't pretend that I am any sort of I'm not an OG enjoyer of Pokemon. There's people that do Nuzlocks and they're super serious about it and they're amazing because they can be like, oh yeah, this next hit is going to be a crit and it's going to damage them this much, and then I know that I'm going to need to do XYZ, and I'm like, I don't know how you have the patience to do all that or think that way. It's impressive, and I am not you. I don't have that patience for the game. And so I like that this game is more than just go fight go fight Pokemon with other Pokemon that you have and blah, blah, blah. So
it seems like the systems are super complex based off what I've played so far. That gets very well put together. Is that the vibe you're getting too, Lisa, from playing it more than I have?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I would say yes. I'm not, I'm still not super far, but I kind of enjoy just setting up I've enjoyed setting up my base, even though I've done it poorly, and then putting my pals in the base, and then they do stuff. They're making eggs, they're making berries, they're going to bed right now. Anyway.
She's still playing. That's okay. We forgive you. David's still playing Prince of Persia. It's all good.
This is gonna show how little I've looked into Palworld, to be honest, but is it turn-based like Pokemon?
No. So basically, you and your pal feel more like a team because you don't just stand there and be like, yeah, hit him. Do a water shoot at him. You can actually craft a bat or something and dodge around and try and attack with your bat, so that
with your pal.
Yeah.
I almost call this Pokemon. With your pal.
I appreciate. Oh yeah. No, it's a.
I know. It's a pal. Okay.
So sorry.
It's similar. There's a lot of things going on right now. Pal. Okay.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff going around about like, oh my gosh,
If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments below.
are they going to get sued? But I kind of keep going back and forth of seeing videos about them maybe getting sued versus videos where it's like, no, they can't be sued. So,
Well, everyone
No, no.
gets sued, but
Pokemon, I have to admit that I'm kind of in the camp. Yeah, people are going to hate this. I'm kind of in the camp of Pokemon is too big for their britches and they need to have some competition so that they can innovate more.
everyone needs healthy competition.
Yeah.
Healthy competition.
Yeah.
It looks like there's plenty of people frustrated with the modern Pokemon games. So
Oh, yeah.
for lots of reasons, for many valid ones, such as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet being very buggy. And
Yeah, I think that's the main issue that Anthony and I think it was Anthony and I, were talking about is, it seems like they've been, releasing half-baked games. They're not quite done in the oven.
Well,
They're not quite or something.
considering how many glitches Scarlet and Violet had, yeah. I guess the last thing I'll say is I'm kind of using this game as an exercise, getting myself to just play the game naturally instead of looking up a bajillion strategy guides and being like, what is the best strat for this? I can't do it wrong. I'm trying to make myself just muddle through it. It's mental exercise for me, but it's been hard because my brain keeps being like, but all these guides about 5 mistakes you don't want to make when you start Palworld, and I'm like, no, don't do it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
don't look. Just experience it raw and then enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
Go back and be like, yeah, you're right.
Well, so far, I'll just say I'm really enjoying myself so far. I kind of feel like it would be even funner to play in a server with friends.
Let's go, Lisa. Let's go. Can Xbox and PC play together? I don't know. We'll have to look up.
Hopefully.
We'll have to do some research after recording.
Yeah, sorry.
Or if you know,
Tell us.
tell us. Yes.
So I don't have a ton to say about Palworld from an experiential standpoint because I haven't actually played it. But I wanted to throw out there that I'm kind of glad the game exists, if for no other reason than to actually provide some competition for, the name brand, for Pokemon itself. Because I think I've already established on this channel before that I'm a bit of a Pokemon heathen. I am or maybe I'll just put it this way: I am a Pokemon non-enjoyer. I don't enjoy it. I'll just put it that way. And I feel like some of the reasons for that is I feel like Game Freak hasn't had to do much work to innovate because they just sell anyway, and so it just kind of defaults to the same experience with just slightly different stuff going on there. I don't know. So it just feels
like Pokemon Legends Arceus, like me.
I love Arceus because it was the first time Pokemon did something different that I could tell. I mean, again, I haven't touched many of the games, but I will say that I've played some. I'm going to. I'm probably going to get some. I'm just going to say it. I played Pokemon Black, and it was like homework for me. I'm sorry. It was like. That's just me, though.
I'm going to get roasted in the comments. That's okay. Roasted. Any publicity is good publicity.
I'm not saying that the games are inherently bad, but it's most certainly not my style. That's what I'll put it as. And I think that I wouldn't mind if Palworld's existence kicks Game Freak into gear in terms of just, bring a little bit more quality to the table, just based on the performance issues with Scarlet and Violet. Because honestly, I was actually kind of interested in picking up Scarlet and Violet at first until I found out the game was, basically unplayable, at least at launch, just from all the bugs. I know it's been improved since then, but I also understand that it's still got some pretty big issues. I don't know. Yeah, I think the only thing I'll throw in there is it seems like, poorly optimized games release all the time that way these days. And so I think that people are unfortunately building a tolerance for it.
No.
Some very poorly optimized games have ended up being actually quite good in the end, from what I've heard from some people. But
That's fair.
Anyway, I'm rambling now, so I'll just say that I think Pokemon having competition from Palworld is a good thing, even if I never play Palworld myself, because at the end of the day, it's still Pokemon for me, and that's not a thing that I like. So,
Lisa, I will play with you if Xbox and PC can talk to each other.
Okay.
but
Because Anthony hasn't even tried it.
I know. And I will say, I'll just throw this out there too. The idea of multiplayer Pokemon is more appealing, and it does sound like they do more to make this kind of a new experience. So, I'm intrigued. It's not my usual style, but I'm intrigued. That's where I'll leave it. Anyway, I've said
That's fair.
go on.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you agree with us, let us know down in the comments below. If you want to roast us, at least leave some marshmallows so we can have some s'mores later in the comments down below. And then be sure to subscribe for more content like this and hopefully less puns than the one I just gave. And until next time, guys, keep it dirty.
Yeah.